recording again so I can have the VOD of this. Nate, when do you think you'll have the Diamond to Masters portion of your series? It shouldn't take long. The account I have is a higher rating than I really want it to be at. Look at that, I matched against someone on my friend list. I don't have a name on this guy, so I assume I either avoided him at some point or another, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to play my GM game, but I'm still going to explain to you guys what I'm doing. Maybe I'll actually upload the VOD of this stream to my YouTube as well, if I can give good enough commentary. But this is Grandmaster level play, so we're not going to play, we're going to play big boy style. So we got Terran versus Zerg. My opponent's a barcode. He's also Grandmaster, which means this is not going to be an easy game by any means, boys. But it's definitely doable. The build order that I'm going to go with is Reaper. I always like to go Reaper. There's very few things that make me not want to go Reaper. And so well, I like to go Reaper. I play in colorblind mode because it turns out on the internet there are people that are colorblind, so it can help. Alright, 10 barracks. Excuse me, 10 depot, 12 barracks, 12 gas. I practiced, so not these days. The logo on my command center? I like to worker scout because there are a lot of cheesy Zergs out there. I'm looking for any questions in chat too. This is the Brood War Terran song.
업그레이드 완료. 에너지가 부족합니다. 광물이 부족합니다. 광물이 부족합니다. 무슨 일이죠?
I need a supply depot. Starts his spine. So basically I just want to force him to waste money canceling, starting, all that jazz. Command center's done. Alright. I asked for that one. That was really greedy of me.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
Alright. I'm keeping my units on the ramp here because in case my opponent opens up with a fast Zergling play, I want to be able to block it off. Like, you know, he can't surround me because I'm on a ramp. He can't surround me. He can't get an easy kill on all my units. There's a lot of good things that happen because of the way that I've chosen to open up here. I guess supply block sucks, but if I'd never got supply blocked, I'd probably be in GSL Coda. So it's a good thing I get supply blocked. Because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be bad enough to commentate the game all the time. He did open up with a late gas, which is fine. Doesn't really mean anything, but I definitely have less units than I want right now, which is unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna get a Viking to deny scouting now. Actually, don't need more Hellions. I need... Looks like my opponent has opted for a very heavy roach play. But this early pressure is just part of an awesome build order that I love to do. Alright, so there's a reason why I built all these units. There's a reason why I built these fast widow mines. Where'd that Viking go? I didn't take my gases like I should have.
업그레이드 보급고가 부족합니다. 받고 있습니다. 구성 건물 에너지가 부족합니다.
And we defend like a champ. I took my gas super late, so I don't have any, which is like the worst part of this build. But I'm pretty sure I've secured game-winning leads like everywhere else. My build is pretty aggressive. Aggressive build orders are the best way to open up right now with Terran because a lot of good Zerg builds are based around roach play. And it might sound weird, but actually going aggressive versus someone that you think might go roaches is really, really good. Because if you can deal damage, they don't have a lot of tech, right? My roaching opponent has a lair, no spire. Third base has no drones. So like, you can see there's a lot of things right now with my opponent's build that really, really set him behind. So even though I've got late upgrades or I've got a later something, I spent a lot of money on static defense, I don't really have to worry because I've already got this game pretty much on lock because I killed a lot of workers and his attack didn't kill me. And the most important part of that, and this is Grandmaster. Me, myself, and my opponent are both top 200 all of North America. And you know, this does happen at this level, so
부속 건물 완성. 광물이 부족합니다.
준비 완료.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
연 업그레이드.
I'm target firing the weaker of them. I guess I just need an armory. Armory was really late. That's not good. But like I said, I kind of have an unlosable lead at this point. I've just killed too much. Killed too much of the early phase. We want to play it safe. We can always just send a few extra Marines. Well, that SV is twerking it like he's Miley Cyrus or some shit. I don't need any more of that. I actually am already supply max, so I don't need any more. Alright. Does he have a fourth? Nope. Well, it's very hard to lose a game as a Terran in 3 base versus 3 base. I'm pretty good at throwing games where I have a big lead, but I'll try not to do it too bad this one. Just gonna stim ahead and run. I want to clear the tower. I never know what he's gonna have. There's more, he says. Yeah. Yeah. GG though. Future streamer. But I hope you guys are all having a nice day. That game. Did I talk enough about what I was doing in this game? Aw, Sean Simon. Good old chef. Sending me some words of encouragement. This guy queued as soon as I did. I'm gonna wait for him to be in a game. I'll answer any questions you guys have in chat, of course, during all of this. Why not nuke the shit out of the enemy, Nathan? Nukes? Huh. They're not that great, man. What timing should I be playing for as a Terran? Well, I mean, you always want to play to attack your opponent when you get your upgrades, because Terran units benefit from them more than a lot of people. Tell us about how you change the camera. I use the middle scroll drag to drag my camera around. Someone on my friend list is searching for a game, which is why I'm not searching, by the way. I don't want to play versus my friend right now. More build order talk, please. Okay, I can try that. Now my upgrades are actually controlled by tabbing on my barracks. I do have my upgrades. I do have my engineering base control grouped with the other units. Aggressive builds, what I recommend the most. Builds like what I just did are pretty middle of the road. The Reaper expand into Marine Hellion push is very popular and very strong. Why don't you grow your hair like Bob Ross? I don't know if I could successfully pull that off, man. I don't know if that's doable. I mean, if you want a lower level account, I'll give you the info of mine for Korean server. Perhaps we can do that, man. Perhaps we can do that. I guess I don't need to play Bronze to Masters on one account. I can just play lots of games. I'm so turned. Try to give really good commentary so that you guys can learn from this. At which point in your development did you start to micro your stuff while macroing? Whew. Really, really late, man. Really, really late. I like cheesed my way into Masters League 2 years ago, and I didn't know the first thing about macroing while microing, so it's tough. You did game-ending damage, but we're floating 1.5k. You'll realize that literally every single person that plays StarCraft 2, except for the very, very best, will always float money when they're fighting, because StarCraft is a difficult game. We're no longer bronze to masters. I'm only gonna do a few games of that a day. I might accidentally just go right to masters, which wouldn't be fun. Wouldn't be fun. Mostly wouldn't be fun for the lower end of the spectrum. The diamond, I'll probably spend like a day or two in Diamond League before I get promoted to masters, but I don't want to go straight out of gold like that. Let's see, what race? Zerg. Cheese this guy. I don't cheese very often, guys, so please forgive me. Usually whenever I cheese, it instantly gets scouted, which is why I don't really like to cheese. But it's okay to mix it up. The game gets really boring if you do the same thing every single time, so. My 2 racks is pretty bad. This is not going to be like supernova level. But why not try, right? Why not be bold, be daring? Bronze mastering is already over. We did like 3 or 4 games, and I talked through it a lot. But I think I need to... I don't want to rush it, man. Worst placement for your racks. Can you tell that I don't cheese a lot?
업그레이드 완료. 에너지가 부족합니다.
후방 지원 대기 중입니다. 이번엔 확실하겠지. 무슨 일이죠? 기다리고 있었습니다. 하면 된다. 다음은 누구니? 일인가요? 여기 도시겠는데요? 그렇게 하죠.
Oh, what the fuck? That was not intentional. Killing my own SCV was not part of my plan. I'm pretty cheesy when I 2 racks though. I go balls deep.
기지가 공격받고 있습니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
광물이 부족합니다.
다음은 누구니? 건설로봇 준비 완료. 갑니다. 그렇게 하죠.
광물이 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 이번엔 확실하겠지.
I'm pretty committed to my shit, dude. If you ever date me in a relationship, you'll find that you'll find I'm not one of those guys. I commit. I commit really, really, really fucking hard.
한판 붙어볼까 일송이. 건설로봇 준비 완료. 계속하세요. 명령 실패. 이번엔 남은 누구니? 자, 빨리.
I do need to scan this guy though and find out what he's up to.
좋은 일인가요? 네네. 갑니다.
I don't flake, that's for sure.
기지가 공격받고 있습니다.
Three spines! Jesus Christ, this guy. He really wants out, huh?
건설로봇 준비 완료. 건설로봇 준비 완료.
기지가 공격받고 있습니다.
Well, that was actually a really good play that guy made.
기지가 공격받고 있습니다.
Okay, he hasn't expanded yet, so technically the game is still even because I picked the OP Terran race.
기지가 공격받고
The
있습니다.
problem is this guy is gonna bring forth the vengeance. The real wrath is about to begin.
이번엔 확실하겠지. 건설로봇 준비 완료.
I told you guys I'm bad at cheesing, so you can't really make fun of me. Actually, I guess you should make fun of me, but you can't look at this and say it's not too much. I've told you I'm pretty awful when it comes to cheesing. I put my buildings in really weird spots. If I actually had all those bunkers, it would have been a little bit different. But that was just poor building placement, I guess, on my part. Probably could have gone into a better position to catch him off guard. It's okay though. Thankfully, I don't care. Are you supposed to bunker up and keep denying his natural? No, actually, you're supposed to go up to 3 command centers and just back off. But I don't like to do that, so... I'm really bad at 2-raxing, so it's easier for me to just all in. It's okay. I don't 2-rax very often, so I don't usually expect it to work. I'm pretty bad. I'm not very experienced, but it's fun to mix it up. It's fun. It's fun, guys. It's okay to lose games. It's okay.
광물이 부족.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
I was actually favored over that guy. So I probably would have wrecked him if I didn't cheese him. But
깜짝이야.
I can just feel today's going to be one of those days where I play a lot of Terran versus Zerg, so there's no point not to mix it up. Ink's cutie. You're really hot. Make me sweat. A lot of people that compliment me like end up to be the most BM people ever, so I just like to have a little bit of fun with them. How do you unload medevacs without them having to stop? You just click the unload hotkey, which is D, and then you click on the medevac as it's moving. Like you move command it from like here to here, and then while it's moving, you just press D, boom, hit it. Easy peasy.
후방 지원 대기 중.
And I misplaced my barracks. Kappa. It's okay. I'd be a pro gamer if I didn't make mistakes like that.
광물이 부족.
It's good that I make mistakes.
광물이 부족합니다.
Then I wouldn't be able to cast if I didn't make any mistakes. If I was as good as Twitch chat expects me to be, I wouldn't be a caster because I'd be busy winning GSL. So it's all good. I'm gonna do a normal build again. By normal build, I always mean aggressive. I think playing macro versus Zerg is just dumb because Zerg's macro mechanics are simply better than Terran. So you want to be aggressive if you can.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 무슨 일? 무슨 일이죠? 네네. 건설로봇 준비 완료.
Misplaced my barracks, but thankfully it's a quick fix.
가스가 부족합니다.
예. 야. 무슨 일이죠? 아, 후방 지원 대기 중. 무슨 일? 계속해? 무슨 일이죠? 아, 좋은 일이. 뭔 일이? 무슨 일이죠? 아, 좋은 일인가요?
Alright.
업그레이드 완료.
So, I'm gonna, I guess, do a Hellion Banshee build this game. Seems to make sense. I already showed you guys my awful 2 racks. Now I can show you. I also showed you my my Hellion Marine play. So
광물이 부족합니다. 광물이 부족합니다.
seems as hatchery finished at a normal time, which matters more than you might think. No gas, so I don't have to worry about him going for a really fast roach or baneling or even Zergling speed attack. This actually makes me, because he's doing this, I'm actually gonna screw it. I'm doing the Marine Hellion play because his build is either going to be another roach build, which is, as I mentioned earlier, very weak to my aggressive strategy, or he's going to play Gasless Lair, which is really weak to my aggressive strategy. So this isn't me just trying to be a, you know, pain in the ass, cheesy bastard. It's mostly about winning the game, which when you're in Grandmaster, you generally like to do. So, like any other sane human being, I prefer winning over losing. I also know that my opponent can't get aggressive at all. The most he can do is like some really crappy roach all-in. That's actually his only option right now because of the build order that he chose.
자, 다들 기다리고 있는 명령을 내리실 겁니까? 기대하고 있었습니다. 건설로봇 준비 완료.
업그레이드 완료. 에너지가 부족합니다. 광물이 부족합니다.
Yeah, sick queens, bro. This guy thinks he's gonna be able to like bait my Reaper out. Like, come on.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
에너지가 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 이번엔 못 쓰게 다 쓸어버리겠어.
보급고가 부족합니다.
왜? 뭐 필요한?
I finally got it. It's okay. I'm gonna win the war.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 기다리고 있어. 건설로봇 준비 완료. 다 쓸어버리겠어. 건설로봇 준비 완료.
보급고가 부족합니다.
여긴 못 지켰는데요.
에너지가 부족합니다.
필요하다. 건설로봇 준비 완료. 밟아요, 밟아. 건설로봇 준비 완료. 다
보급고가 부족합니다. 기지가 공격받고 있습니다.
Like I said, he has no Zergling speed, so his build would have been good against the Hellion Banshee that I originally suggested. Oh, there was a Roach Horn in there? Interesting. Oh, what the fuck? My command center. Build things, please. Okay. Well, for some reason my units did some silly things, but it's okay. I'm not super concerned. I just might lose the game.
보급고가 부족합니다.
Alright, there should still be no hope for my opponent.
보급고가 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
Yeah. Things still aren't looking too good for you, bro.
능력 나가시. 건설로봇 준비
부속
완료.
건물
건설로봇 준비 완료. 네.
업그레이드
건설로봇 준비 완료.
보급고가 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
보급고가 부족합니다. 연구 완료. 부속 건물 완성. 보급고가 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
Important to keep vision on my base in case he does some sort of weird follow-up with like Nidus or whatever.
베스핀 가스가 부족합니다.
Okay, I'm feeling pretty good though.
부속 건물
I'm feeling comfortable, which is really all that matters.
광물이 부족합니다.
In this matchup, things can get out of control really quickly. But like I said, the reason why I did the build order that I did this game, and the reason why I did not do what I said I wanted to do, is because my opponent wore a really low-cut skirt. He was asking for it in the least sexist way possible. In the nerd way, he was doing the nerd equivalent of asking for it, but actually asking for it, not just, not just me saying he was asking for it.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
Sick creep spread, bruh.
광물이 부족합니다.
I don't have any scans, so I'm just gonna go kill you.
부속 건물 완성.
건설로봇
광물이 부족합니다. 보급고가
건설로봇
부족합니다.
준비 완료.
업그레이드 완료. 보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다.
여긴 못 지켰는데요. 뭔일 있어요?
광물이 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다.
다들 들었지? 이번엔
보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다.
Is commentary necessary there to explain marine splitting? I don't know.
부속 건물 완성.
여긴 못 지켰는데요.
Alright. It's okay for me to trade armies with them at this point, because I'm feeling really comfortable.
광물이 부족합니다.
You'll notice, despite how many units I've thrown away, I'm still very comfortably maxed out on supply. Like, not really with any difficulty.
보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다. 광물이
누가 나 좀 구해줘요.
광맥이 고갈되었습니다. 보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다.
여긴 못 지켰는데요. 이번엔 못 쓰.
업그레이드 완료.
On patrol splitting for no reason really.
보급고가 부족합니다.
My opponents are... I feel like I'm... Oh, this guy wasn't Grandmaster actually, now that I think about it. That game was a little bit too easy. This creep shot was good though. A lot of creep. You deny the fourth base though and everything gets really, really, really easy. That guy was slightly favored. Okay, that's definitely surprising. Yeah, you opened up with 4 queens is what I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 queens. Ah, okay, that explains it. Right, he didn't have all of his queens out front. He only had the front. Okay, that's a very greedy opening. Yeah. Very greedy way to play. When you open up with 6 queens as a Zerg player, the reason why 6 queen builds are good, and there's just a few reasons. 6 queen openings give you a lot of firepower to use against any type of early on, how do I say this? Like, pretty much any type of early on Hellion aggression, Hellion Reaper. Like, you have, like, queens will deal with it pretty easily. You build up energy for transfuse if you need it. But its weakness is that you delay your tech a lot, which obviously allowed for that drop play to sneak in and kill a bunch of shit, but also couldn't deal with a lot of Hellions because I pulled his attention around, right? So it doesn't really matter, right? Oh yeah, someone just noticed it's a gun camera. Yeah. Oh. But yeah, split with patrol is useful. Not really. I just sometimes it's good for pre-splitting, but it's generally not something that you want to think about. If you can get yourself to just randomly patrol split, then sure. But trying to focus on that, it's not very good. Should get a Rode PSA1 mic arm. That way the mic boom doesn't get in the way like that. Well, not many people give me advice on this sort of things, so makes life hard. Ah, this desk mic thing. My table's not the most stable thing in the world, though. I don't want it touching the table, though. This looks like it's going to touch the table no matter what I do if I had a microphone arm like this. The problem is my keyboard tapping produces sound, which is why I have a standalone tripod. This isn't really too bad anyway. I don't have many problems with my mic. What time am I playing this match versus Fenner, though? That's the real question. Dun, 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 dun. Nathanias mechanics definitely aren't his strength. You realize this is the part where I tell you that I'm better than you. Mechanics are, there's a difference between me and top GMs, if that's what you're trying to say. There's a big difference between me and top GM players. Obviously my mechanics don't look great, but nobody's mechanics are gonna look good until you're a Code S finalist. Just saying.
광물이 부족합니다.
So what is this? Another Terran versus Zerg. All right, let's open up Reaper heavy this game. Why not? Lots and lots of Reapers. Mix things up. Terrans like me don't have any strength. You just execute, get lucky enough times to win games, right? It's a no-skill race. Aren't Terrans literally winning every single tournament these days? Yeah, my mechanics are pretty shit. Thankfully, everybody else's are too, so I don't really think about it too much. It's usually not the reason I lose games, because my opponents are equally bad. Or worse.
광물이 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 건설로봇 준비 완료. 에이, 깜짝이야. 아이씨. 건설로봇 준비 완료.
Misplacing my barracks all day today, huh? Focusing too much on that chat. You know, it's definitely true. I've immediately noticed. I have immediately noticed, man. I make so many fucking mistakes when I actually commentate on my stream. It's crazy, actually.
업그레이드 완료.
I'm GM, I can't say I'm bad. I'm pretty bad, dude. You know, the thing is, if I only bang 10 out of 10 chicks, I would think that a 7 out of 10 is pretty bad, right? It's the same thing, man. When I only commentate the top level, when I only ever see the very best that StarCraft has to offer, it makes everything else look really awful. That's all.
광물이 부족합니다.
Just imagine if you could only ever date supermodels.
광물이 부족.
Then it's like, man, movie stars don't even compare or some shit. I don't know. There's a correct analogy somewhere in there. You really think you can catch my Reaper, dude?
부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 하늘에서 죽음. 아래
광물이 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
업그레이드 완료.
그게 다냐? 시고.
광물이 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 건설로봇 준비 완료.
보급고가 부족합니다. 부속 건물 완성.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 다 쓸어버리겠어. 건설로봇 준비
광물이
완료.
부족합니다.
Oh, I'm gonna get supply block. No. Like I said, I opened up Heavy Reaper because the map asks for it. If this map wasn't so good for Heavy Reaper play, I probably wouldn't do it. In fact, this is the only map that if you ever see me casting WCS, this is like the only map that I ever say this strategy works on. This guy's 3 evolution chambers.
보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 정말 미치겠네. 뭔일 있어요?
광물이 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료.
에너지가 부족. 광물이 부족. 보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 연구 완료.
I'm speeding because it feels good.
이상 후 터빈 출력 최대.
보급고가
Dem
부족합니다.
evolution chambers though.
보급고가 부족합니다. 광물이 부족합니다.
통신 상태.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 준비 완료.
보급고가 부족합니다. 베스킨 가스가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다.
듣고 있어요. 소리 죽이는데? 네?
에너지가 부족합니다.
여긴 못 지켰는데요.
에너지가 부족합니다.
건설로봇 준비 완료. 건설로봇 준비 완료.
왔다. 나가면요. 네, 소리 죽이는데?
건설로봇 준비 완료.
Fuck it. Straight to Thor's we go.
이번엔 확실하겠지. 건설로봇 준비 완료.
업그레이드 완료.
다음은 누구니? 갑니다. 간다고요. 건설로봇 준비 완료.
베스킨 가스가 부족합니다.
Oh, Zerg is so annoying sometimes, man.
부속 건물 완성.
It's okay. My lead is pretty much unlosable. I don't know how I keep playing versus bad Zergs today. I don't know if that's like, I don't think I'm intending to insult all my opponents, but it really feels like I haven't played against anybody good today.
보급고가 부족합니다.
건설로만
Feels like every game has just been the reckoning.
보급고가 광맥이 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다.
통신 상태 양호. 확인 완료.
건설로만 준비 완료.
메이데이, 메이데이.
능력 나가. 여긴 못 지켰는데요. 오늘 딱 걸렸어.
Okay, well, I didn't expect that.
베스핀 가스가 부족합니다.
준비 끝났습니다.
베스핀 가스가 부족합니다.
구송 준비 완료.
연구 완료. 업그레이드 완료.
I find Roach Hydra is pretty easy to beat. You just gotta, like, you get enough bio units out and the army just kind of evaporates. I have a lot of bio units out, by the way.
부속 건물 완성.
Ah, that's fine. You leave the tanks behind, you move the actual bio out, and you just kind of kill them.
준비 완료.
에너지가 광맥이 부족합니다. 베스핀 가스가 부족합니다.
자, 다들 들었지?
연구 완료.
오늘 딱 걸렸어. 움직여 볼까?
업그레이드 완료. 보급고가 부족합니다. 보급고가 부족합니다. 광맥이 고갈되었습니다.
신경이 지원이 필요한.
광맥이 고갈되었습니다.
But Nathanias, you're such a noob, you're banking so many resources. I can't help if I'm balling this far out of control that I'm killing so much. He can't kill my stuff fast enough for me to be able to spend my bank. It's a crime, I know.
광맥이 고갈되었습니다.
Aren't you gonna come for me, big baby?
기지가 공격받고 있습니다.
I just saw something amazing. Never say come from me, big baby again. I can see how that might be interpreted in a weird way, Kappa. Hey, how much tanks do you need versus Roach Hydra? I don't think you need tanks versus Roach Hydra. I'm rank 137. What did this guy do? 15 hatch, 16 pool, 1 queen, 2, 3, 3 queen opening. I guess the Reapers just did too much damage. Let's see. What time is this show match I'm supposed to play? I feel like we agreed 3 p.m., but I just need to make sure because I'm supposed to. No, you don't need tanks versus Roach Hydra at max supply. I think just bio works. Nathanias, why are you frowning so much all the time? I don't know, man. It's just difficult. I don't know. Do you like Razer? Razer has some nice stuff. I like the mouse pads actually quite a bit. Is there stream delay? Nope. Why no Korean ladder? I only wanted to do so many Bronze to Master games a day. I mean, Yash might. I mean, maybe in Yash's experience, he has better success with tanks. The thing is, the problem. So here's the thing with siege tanks, right? Roach Hydra. We said 2 p.m. Okay, so in 1 hour. So Roach Hydra is very nuanced. Roach Hydra is not a normal strategy that a lot of Zerg players go for. It's not standard, right? It's not the standard way to play. And the important thing to keep in mind when you look at Roach Hydra and it not being a standard way to play is that Terran players do not all agree on the exact same way to deal with it. There's lots of Terrans that can't win with tanks. There's lots of Terrans that, like, for me as an example, if I get attacked early on, I can almost never hold like the Roach Hydra 2-2 all in unless I get an early lead, right? I never defend the Roach 1-1, then the 2-2, and then drag it out to late game and win with tanks. It just doesn't work for me. But some Terran players would say that if, and I would say that if you can survive that early game and just do a bit of pressure rather than defend, because I can't defend, so I put on pressure, then you just get to like 160. Once you hit like 160, 170 supply of bio, you can just fight straight up if you have a lot of medevacs. And then you can, instead of having extra supply in siege tanks, you keep a lot of supply in medevacs. And once you're supplying medevacs, you have like 10, 12 medevacs, and you have a full, just maxed out bio army spread out with 3/3 upgrades. Like, you can beat Roach Hydra head to head. It's not impossible, but a good Zerg player who notices that you're going for that response to Roach Hydra can complicate things a little bit further by throwing in infestors and switching into Ultralisks or Banelings or something of that like. So, it's just it comes down to preference. So things can get tricky. And 1 hour, I'm playing a best of 3 against Fenner. I'm gonna get Shrek'd. But yeah, I think I have to play him in my off race too, which is gonna be a little bit silly. So, if you guys have any questions, I have a couple things that I need to do before I play my show match today. I have a meeting with somebody now-ish. So unfortunately, I do need to cut the stream. I'm very sorry. There's a lot of you that tuned in today. Makes me really happy. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And judging by the number of you watching, I'm going to assume that you like this type of stream where obviously I made a few more mistakes today than I otherwise normally would, but maybe I had enough commentary that it felt interesting. You felt like you did learn something for real, but who knows. Anyway, if you guys want to watch that show match, it's going to be on Rotterdam's channel in 1 hour. I'm going to be playing. I'm basically going to be on stream in like an hour, but I have to have a business meeting with somebody. I'm sorry. So yeah. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm going to put the VODs of this stream. I'm going to put the VOD of this ladder session. This ladder session will be on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/darknathanias. The short bronze to masters part I did will be I'll put that on as well. And then I'm also going to put on maybe I don't know if I want to put that game versus Namshar. I got Shrek'd. But there you go. So I'll probably stream after the show match, and maybe, who knows, maybe I'll play some Counter-Strike later. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow me on Twitter @NathaniasTV. If you send me a tweet, I'll tweet back and say hello to you too, because I love you guys. You guys make my life awesome. So yeah, that's about it. I'm done. I'm going to host a stream so you guys can check out somebody that I approve of, someone that's good at the game, someone that is cool. And who is cool? There's not a lot of streams on. How about somebody that we don't really know about? Somebody that we don't really know about. There's got to be someone GM that has no viewers right now that I can give a little bit of love to. I actually don't recognize anybody. Alright, I'm just going to kick you over to base trade then. You guys can watch some StarCraft tournament games beforehand. So, that's all. Peace. Love ya. Beastie Cutie streaming? I don't see him. Meh.